This video is about adrenaline. For this special occasion, we have invited John to be our test subject. Here we can see the test subject as he enters the testing area. John is now preparing himself for the test. John has eaten foods with a lot of glucose. Adrenaline is a hormone and a neurotransmitter. A neurotransmitter is something that sends messengers to receptors, and those receptors are in nearly all of your cells throughout your whole body. When this happens, when the neurotransmitter sends a messenger and it binds with a receptor, they bind and then they stimulate the nervous system. For adrenaline, those receptors are called adrenergic receptors. When you are threatened, the fight or flight response triggers. What happens then is a bunch of adrenaline is released and it goes all throughout your body, binding the neurotransmitter with the neurotransmitter messengers with the receptor and stimulating nervous system. The effects of adrenaline differ per organ, per body tissue. So for example, it will have a different effect on your heart than on your liver. The reaction begins in your head, which triggers a response, and then that reaction is followed by the activation of the pituitary gland and secretion of a hormone. The adrenal gland is then also activated and releases a neurotransmitter, epinephrine, which is adrenaline, and that's where the adrenaline is released. So first, you are threatened, you are in shock, and it triggers a reaction somewhere in your head which says, hey guys, we have to activate adrenaline. And then the release of those chemical messengers also results in cortisol production, which is a hormone that increases blood pressure and blood sugar and suppresses the immune system. All of these reactions are triggered in order to create a boost of energy. Besides that, the recirculation of cortisol also functions to turn fatty acids into energy, which prepares muscles for the body response. So what we have here is, first you are in shock. It's called the fight or flight response. You're in shock, your head triggers a reaction which activates adrenaline, and the adrenaline neurotransmitter sends messengers and bind with receptors, stimulating the nervous system and simultaneously also creating cortisol. Alright, some fight or flight response effects are increasing heart rate, tunnel vision, you're going to shake, you'll have dilated pupils, a flushed face, a dry mouth, and hearing loss. Fight or flight response. Adrenaline is also used to treat a number of conditions, including cardiac arrest, anaphylaxis, and superficial bleeding. Adrenaline can be used for this because it stimulates glucagon to increase muscular activity. Here are 3 examples of the fight or flight response: fight, flight, or fright. This was flight, because the test subject uses improved muscle performance to run away. This was fright, because the test subject's adrenaline froze all the muscles. This was fight, because the test subject uses improved muscle performance to attack the threat.